Right. I think for this video, I'm just going to try and do all the options that I haven't done yet. If I can remember them correctly. So, yes. I think I remember some of them.
All of his co-workers were gone. Left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Okay, I don't remember this, so I haven't done this before. No. I want to take this. It's got a big shiny button. Can I? There we go. I don't like the fact that we're going downwards.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
No.
He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's,
You're looking up your script? Can I go this way? Nope. Nope. Okay, guessing I have to.
Oh, no.
Ah!
No, it's to the right. My mistake.
You sure?
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right?
Make up your mind!
What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
I'll just sit here.
Now, let's see. We went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
You're 100% sure you're not going to slam this on me? Oh, someone here. And further down into the deep. Oh, we've been here.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay.
I can't!
Okay, we just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Okay, that was a short one.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let me think.
When Stanley... Wait.
Oh.
What? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on.
No.
Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Woohoo!
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not? All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I have to reply to a message there, so I didn't think it would restart. Oh, the doors are gone!
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from.
Okay.
Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Cool. Yeah, I sort of quickly sent a message and I didn't move. I didn't think it would actually do anything. That's cool. Back we go. Didn't notice that before.
Aha!
Oh.
I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never
Dead
mind.
end.
Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Who's we? I'm doing all the walking. What the fuck? Narrator guy? This is worse.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story?
No?
I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
What'd I win?
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good
I did
job.
fuck all.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
Thanks.
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Don't think... Right, I've got clear directions now.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Pretty simple. Right. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow, 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 follow. Oh! Don't I usually go straight ahead? I kind of want to go straight, but I kind of want to... okay, I'll do it. Playing solitaire. I don't know why I'm checking doors. Well, this is a new way. Avoid the boxes.
The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
Okay.
Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
This is all getting very philosophical.
Now, if my
all of a sudden.
experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Different music, please. Okay, I'm following the lines. It's a bit loud! Oh god. This line's getting confusing. Jesus. Zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. Where the fuck am I going? Is there an end to this?
Wait. Cut the music.
Thank God.
Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern
Yes.
will be very important later in the story.
Okay.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
So you're going to be a fern later on? Right. Everyone, stare at it. Okay, let's continue. Feels so quiet now that the music's gone. What the f-
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. No, no. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Are you talking to the actual line itself? Where the fuck do I go now? Do I go back up? I don't know. You know what? I'm determined to follow this line, so I'm going for this one. Does this take me back out where I was? No. Slightly different. Oh, there we go.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Again.
You know what, Stanley?
Ah!
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're
Nothing.
Intelligent people, right?
No.
Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious.
Okay.
Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Oh, you've changed your tune. Anytime I wander off, you get annoyed at me. Now you're encouraging it.
Now, yes, this is exciting.
This
Just
is a boring
me and
hallway.
Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything.
I'm going in a
What do you
circle.
want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
I want a dragon.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just
Okay.
don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
How do I not acknowledge it? It's right in front of me. What is... I like the fact he's treating the line as a separate player. Oh, he's gone through the roof.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere,
I'm gonna get
the
dizzy.
place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's
You
origin.
spin
So
me
starting from the
right
right,
round, baby,
let us
right
ask,
round.
will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Nope, can't even open it. Cool. The confusion ending.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending?
Yep.
And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined?
Yeah.
So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to
I've
decide?
actually half been playing that for
Why
16
don't
minutes.
I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on.
How do you
I
think
don't
I
want to
feel?
be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
I'm sorry, am I trapped here?
So,
Let me out.
okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
It's a boring
I'm not
one.
quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
Will we?
Well, in the meantime...
Oh! What happened? I don't know if that was meant to happen. It scared the shit out of me though. Okay.
His office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Ah.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Nope, I'm going downstairs this time. Nothing good ever happens in this basement. Ooh, a
But
car.
Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that.
Yeah.
And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Why is this repeating?
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Yeah.
Were they simply repeating?
Yeah.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
I hope so. It's a horrible dream.
Relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
How can I enjoy this?
He imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he
Whee!
imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Oh, you are in my
Now
head.
the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt
Wake
the
up.
cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons.
Let me not.
Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job.
Oh, I want my wife.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
I am not okay. Oh, nope. Still here, Stanley.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I'm
screen is
real.
turning red.
I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Okay. Did I pass out?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Who?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Oh, he's dead.
And
Sorry,
although
Stanley.
she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
Sure you do.
It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
Of course.
But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this. So it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
What? I think if you find a dead body, you have to sort of stay with it until the emergency services show up. Good to know she got something out of seeing a dead body.
The meeting room. Yes,
Oh.
That's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
Okay. Right, so... different script.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
Okay.
To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Last time I unplugged it by accident. Hello? Oh, I did answer it. Am I dead now?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, I'm home.
just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
What? Oh,
Gotcha.
you bastard! That's so mean.
Come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you?
Fuck
I'm
you!
trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
You arsehole.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
I'm sorry? Good morning. Press Y on your gamepad. I've got a PlayStation controller.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Well, this is turning depressing.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
Fuck you.
Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work.
Oh,
One might
the
even
furniture's
feel sorry
changing.
for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Press LT.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
I can't do anything. What happened to my sofa?
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Woo! Beat spend time with boys. Yeah.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At
Okay.
last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
I can't do anything.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it
Good
with
God,
many
this is dirty.
possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Tell your kids a story. I have children?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Is this about people playing video games? Just tell your wife you love her. My dear. Oh, hang on, I need to face her. My dear, I love you. Even though you don't move a lot and you don't speak much.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Why does this feel like it's getting really deep about like people playing video games and everything? I'm feeling a bit cold out here. LB.
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself.
Jesus.
But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. I won't do it. Might be one of those things where it won't let me do anything. And I have to press it eventually. Oh, the clock actually moves. Can I go into my room? No, I think I have to press it.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way
wouldn't
that
let
he'll
me move
understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Give me a mirror. Press B to question nothing.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time.
Nah.
And I tried again.
Please die.
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I
Oh. I pushed a button. I think I'm dead.